For non-viscous, incompressible, streamlined flow of fluid, according to Bernoulli's, the sum of pressure, energy per unit volume, comma, kinetic energy per unit volume, comma, potential energy per unit volume is always constant. Therefore, P plus half rho V square plus rho GH equals to constant. So P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH1 is P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho GH2. This is Bernoulli's equation we are doing. For non-viscous, incompressible, streamlined flow of fluid, the sum of pressure energy per unit volume, kinetic energy per unit volume, potential energy per unit volume always remains constant. So pressure energy per unit volume is pressure plus half rho V square plus rho GH equal to constant. That means P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH1 is P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho GH2.
Okay, sir.
Once everybody completes, tell me, then few points as a note we have to write. See, there is some news which has come in the Marathi paper somewhere. Somebody told me कि they may postpone board exam. You have heard that news?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो वो अक्टूबर में लेके जाएंगे ऐसा सुना है मैंने, बराबर है क्या?
नहीं, इतना मालूम नहीं.
So what they are planning?
अक्टूबर तक नहीं लेके जाएंगे.
तो जुलाई तक लेके जाएंगे लगता है.
Could be.
Because what they are planning, those who have failed in this exam. So generally repeat test is in the month of July. So now that they will be keeping in October. That means this month. And regular students का exam they may take to July and again repeat वाले का October. ऐसा कुछ तो चल रहा है उनका plan. But I think Feb में होएगा तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है. What do you feel?
कोई भी चलेगा.
नहीं, एक बार exam खत्म हो जाता तो we are free to enjoy, you know. Because of that sword we cannot move. वो तो लटकते तलवार जैसा है. तो जितना जल्दी होता है उतना अच्छा है. Because if they take this in October, when they will take CET, when they will take NEET, when it will be JEE main, JEE advanced. Because it is not only one board exam others have to give. Na? Few people are planning for NDA, few are planning for Marine, few are planning for architect. सब आगे आगे हो जाएगा. कौन उनको इतना सद्बुद्धि देता है मालूम नहीं आगे पीछे करने के. Portion तो already they have reduced. Maybe I think interior में people are not having facility of online education. वो एक reason हो सकता है. Yes, completed full?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Right, note. First, Bernoulli's equation. Kamya?
Yes, sir.
I told you there was one student named Anuj Joshi. Doshi. He got 700 out of 720. and in physics 175.
Okay. That's a lot.
Beautiful है ना ये तो मतलब ranking has not yet come. Sunday informed me 175 got in physics and 700 in total.
तो बहुत है.
शायद ये रैंक 10 तक रहना चाहिए 1 to 10 या 1 to 20 के बीच ऑल ओवर.
लास्ट एग्जाम में फर्स्ट रैंक का कितना था?
नहीं इस बार तो फर्स्ट रैंक 720 है.
720 है.
हाँ 720 है.
ओके सर.
चलो देखो. Bernoulli's equation is based on law of conservation of energy. Bernoulli's equation is based on law of conservation of energy. Second point. Just wait, don't write, just see. P plus half rho v square plus rho g h equals to constant. Therefore, I can divide throughout by rho g, then I will get P upon rho g plus half v square upon g plus h equals to constant. What I did I'm telling. Dividing throughout by rho g. This has got some special name. P upon rho g is called as pressure head. V square upon 2g is called as velocity head. And only h is called as gravitational head. So name you have to remember what is meaning of which quantity. Once they had asked v square upon find velocity head, people were not aware meaning of this statement. So they could not find. So P upon rho g is pressure head, v square upon 2g is called velocity head, only h is called gravitational head. Please copy now second point. Written? Yeah, written, na?
Yes.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Since P plus half rho v square plus rho gh equals to constant. So P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho g h1 equals to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho g h2. If h1 is same as h2, I can cancel this. So we get P1 minus P2 equals to half rho V2 square minus half rho V1 square. So P1 minus P2 is half of rho P2 square minus P1 square. So you can see clearly, if pressure is decreased, then velocity V2 will increase and vice versa. So this formula is frequently used in solving the problem. If they say at a certain height pressure is reduced. If there is a pressure gauge, you are opening this gauge, or that opening, you are increasing, decreasing pressure, you are increasing, decreasing. That is possible. Handle is kept at same height, so it is problem of same height, pressure increase or decrease, what will happen to the velocity. Right, third note. Then I'm starting with application of Bernoulli's principle. That will complete our chapter. Once we complete application, this will complete our chapter. Yeah.
Done, sir.
Applications of Bernoulli's principle, Bernoulli's equation. First, speed of efflux. Efflux means flow of fluid. So if the fluid flows out through small opening, then it is called efflux. And this small opening is called orifice. So there was one scientist named Torricellis. He proved that if the liquid comes out through small opening, that means for an efflux coming out through small opening, which is at height h from free surface of liquid, is equals to velocity acquired by the body falling freely under gravity from height h. Say suppose this is the body dropped from height h, then I can say v square is u square plus 2s. When dropped, then initial velocity is 0 plus 2 minus g minus h. So v will become root of 2gh. This is formula for velocity acquired by body falling freely from height h. So he said even liquid will acquire same velocity if it is falling or if it is coming out through opening which is at height h from the free surface of liquid. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This concept followed, then we'll prove.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Torricelli's principle. According to Torricelli's, principle, the velocity of efflux through an orifice is always equal to the velocity acquired by body falling freely through same height. Through same height. Now we have to prove whether it is true or not. So in exam they can ask state and prove Torricelli's principle or explain the method how to find speed of efflux. Once you have done, tell me, then I'm clearing this so that I can draw a diagram and explain how that V is same as root of 2gh. Done?
Done.
Okay. Now we have to prove that if there is small opening made at height h from free surface of liquid, then velocity is root of 2gh. So this is one open tank. Is the tank of large area of cross section. And at bottom there is small opening through which liquid will flow out. There is small opening through which liquid will flow out. Till here it is filled with liquid. So this is atmospheric pressure P0. Area is A0. At open end also pressure is P0, but area is A2. Height is H, where that orifice or opening is made. Now this liquid will flow and come out through this. From here also it will have streamline flow, come out through this. This will be falling directly. This out will come from the open. अब pencil बराबर बनाना थोड़ा. So this is streamline flow, liquid falling outside. So we can say consider a liquid of density rho filled in a large tank of area of cross section A1. Let orifice of area of cross section A2 be made at height h from the free surface of liquid. As upper surface and the orifice both are in contact with atmosphere, so atmospheric pressure is P0 at the start and the exit. By Bernoulli's principle, can I write P0 for this surface plus half rho velocity v1 square plus rho gh is equals to P0 plus rho v2 square plus rho g. इसका height from that end is 0. From this open end, ये liquid का height is 0. So P0 gets cancelled. Rho gh equals to this. Okay, just draw the diagram. Then I'm clear the diagram and then explain full. We are interested in what is velocity v2. Equation of P1 is A2. V1 will be A2 upon P1 into. Just draw the diagram. Right. Consider a liquid of density rho filled in a tank. Density rho filled in a tank of large cross-sectional area, A, large cross-sectional area A1, having an orifice means small opening, of area A2 at bottom, in bracket, right? A2 very small than A1. A2 very small means symbol on the left hand side, very large, so greater wala symbol दो डालते हैं. A2 very small than A1. Let V1 comma V2, let V1 comma V2 be the speed of liquid at A1 comma A2 respectively. As both inlet and outlet are exposed to the atmosphere, the pressure is P naught. Then write by Bernoulli's equation. P naught half V1 square rho G H, this is at the top. Then at the orifice, P naught half rho V2 square, height is 0 from the orifice, so 0. Then by equation of continuity, A1 V1 is A2 V2, V1 equal to A2 upon A1 V2. Just copy it in this. Yes, completed till last time.
Done.
I'm just clearing this, then to proceed ahead. Therefore, half rho B1 means A2 upon A1 into B2 the whole square plus rho GH equals to half rho B2 square. Throughout rho we can cancel. So we get half of A2 square upon A1 square B2 square plus GH equals to half B2 square. Multiplying throughout by 2, A2 square upon A1 square V2 square 2GH equals to V2 square. Throughout we have multiplied by 2. This much written. So 2GH will become V2 square minus A2 square upon A1 square into V2 square. So 2GH equals to V2 square 1 minus A2 square upon A1 square. Since A2 is very less than A1, therefore A2 upon A1 square can be neglected. Therefore 2GH equals to V2 square, V2 equals to root of 2GH. Completed this. V2 equals to root 2GH.
Done, sir.
Second application, Venturi tube. Venturi tube. It is also used to measure the flow of fluid in the tube. It is used to measure the flow of fluid in a tube. Actually, it has got constriction in between. That means this is the tube. It has got constriction in between. Constriction means there is depression in between. So between these two, there is one tube connected, which is filled with mercury. So this is streamlined flow of fluid passing through this fluid, passing through this, then it comes out through this. We are interested in velocity of the fluid. So if this is A1, V1 at the entry, in between A2, V2 is the area and velocity. We want to find what is velocity V2 inside somewhere. So it is used to measure the flow of fluid in a tube. It has constriction. Constriction means depth. Constriction in the tube. As fluid passes through constriction, its speed increases. The speed we have to measure. So just write this much. What is Venturi tube? How it measures? Then draw the diagram. Then I'm explaining how it can measure. Completed this much?
Yeah, sir.
Let the rho be the density. Let rho be the density of fluid हेलो हाँ 9:30 पे होगा सर चलेगा हाँ 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 9:30 मैं फ्री हो जाऊंगा ठीक हाँ फाइन फाइन नो नो प्रॉब्लम सर नो प्रॉब्लम जरूर करता हूँ यस थैंक यू हेलो हेलो
Yeah, sir.
let rho be the density of fluid entering in Venturi tube having area A1 at wider part, having area A1 at wider part and A2 at constriction, and A2 at constriction. Let V1 comma V2 and P1 comma P2 be the velocities and pressure at wider part and constrictions respectively. Therefore, by Bernoulli's equation, P1 minus P2 is half rho V2 square minus V1 square. But P1 minus P2 equals 2. Rho GH. Rho HGU, right? Mercury. Rho GH. Rho GH. If same liquid is allowed to flow, then rho GH. Completed this much? P1 minus P2 is half rho V2 square minus V1 square, but P1 minus P2 is rho GH.
Yeah, sir.
So we can say, okay, I'm just clearing this again. Therefore, rho GH equals to half rho P2 square minus V1 square. This rho will get cancelled. So 2GH equals to V2 square minus V1 square. By using equation of continuity, A1 V1 equals to A2 V2. Therefore, V2 equals to V1 equals to A2 V2 upon A1. Therefore, 2GH equals to V2 square minus A2 upon A1 square into V2 square. Therefore, we can say 2GH is V2 square 1 minus A2 square upon A1 square. Using above formula, V2 can be determined. Just copy till this, then last line I am telling. Using above formula, velocity V2 can be determined. Amma, you had send your work.
Which, sir?
I told whatever we are doing, you will practice 2 times and post me.
No, sir. Still I didn't do.
Only Brinda did that. You have to also do that.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last time we'll be using above formula. Velocity v2 can be determined, or you can say calculated. Third one, lifting up of an aeroplane. Now see, whenever you have seen the train is on the runway, as it starts running, it changes the shape of its wing. Slightly it lifts upward and then start running. So by changing that shape of the wing, earlier it is flattened, then they tilt it a bit. When it starts running, then at lower end, the layer of air is uniform. Upper end, it surrounds like this. Due to this, there is pressure difference. And due to pressure difference, there is V2 square minus V1 square. V2 means larger speed, V1 is smaller. So when you start running from the start, pressure P1 minus P2 will become V2 square minus V1 square. So initially all are in a line. That means this is V1, this is pressure P1, which is very low. And then it becomes high. Because of difference in pressure, it gets lifted upward. See on the runway, it runs and increases the speed. Because of that, speed is increasing, so pressure P2 will decrease. So because of this, it will get lifted upward. Always there is motion from high to low.
Yes, sir.
So the shape of cross section of wing of aeroplane are such that when it runs on runway, due to its shape, the streamline of air gets crowded below the wing. Thus air above the wing will move fast because here it gets crowded. Then below, according to Bernoulli's principle, the pressure above the wing will decrease because their velocity speed बढ़ जाता है. Hence the wing will move upward, and this is also called as dynamic lift. So just draw the diagram, then I'm explaining how it can be used. Draw the diagram. Right. Very important principle of Bernoulli's or use of Bernoulli's. Right. The shape of, that's why on runway they have to run up to certain distance so that the lower gets streamline flow और ऊपर एंड पे बहुत सा fast speed में air आ जाता है. Because of that speed increasing at the top, pressure decreases. So downward pressure is more, it will push this upward as compared to weight. Right, the shape of cross section of wings are such that the shape of cross section of wings of aeroplane are such that when plane starts running on runway, when plane starts running on runway, then air above wings moves faster than below the wings. Air above the wings move faster than below the wings. Hence, according to Bernoulli's principle, the pressure above the wings decreases and that below the wings increases. Due to this pressure difference, an upward force called dynamic lift acts on the bottom of the wings. Of plane. When force becomes greater than the weight of plane, then the plane takes off. Then the plane takes off. So on the runway, it has to run up to certain distance to create that speed, so that pressure bottom of wing becomes larger. So नीचे से push कर देता है ऊपर. As soon as that pressure becomes such that force becomes greater than weight, they take off. So just revise and keep this ready. Next lecture again tomorrow, same time. Is it convenient time? 8:30 to 9:30 tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because only two derivations, two applications are there. I will clear that and start with meetup.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. आज के लिए फिर इतने.
Okay, sir.
Again, I have recorded the lecture. To go through it. If there is doubt, I will keep extra class for you.